when we started talking about the power of we, people thought we were crazy. What does that mean, right? Everyone looks to their leaders to be the people who come up with all of the answers and do everything, and that's just not been my experience. And so it's about the power of we. It's about a leader who says none of us does anything alone, that we're all connected, and that we can't claim success as a city if there are people in our city who aren't realizing the benefits of all of our labor. So we can't say the city's doing great if 50% of our city's not doing great. And that really we have, people think it's crazy, we have everything we need. I'm convinced that we don't need another thing, that we have everything we need within our city, within our region, to solve the problems that we have. And it's all about every single person giving one piece. I believe when you look at the work that we do, and I said this on election day just last week, quite emotionally when I looked around the room at our party, and I said, this is our city. Young and old, white, black, brown, yellow, green. This is us. This room reflects us. And because that's what the power of we is, it's contagious. The idea that I love you, and I care whether you succeed or fail, whether you live or die, whether you thrive or you fall down, and I consider it my job to make sure that you can be the best that you can be. That's sincere. Not that, hey girl, not that, but like, how are you? Not, how are you? How are you? I believe it's just that simple. It's having a leader who says we all care about each other. There is no division between us. We work together. We succeed or fail as a team. And so that's the mission, I think, of it. It's not complicated. It's quite simple. And I think it's about making sure that we understand that we're more alike than different. So I'm going to tell you a little secret. I happen to be in love with a man who is very different from me. He grew up on the other side of town. He went to a school that is very well known in the city. We have very different backgrounds. And it was funny, and I love him from the deepest place that I know. He is one of the most giving and amazing men I've ever met, and I love him deeply. And we were having a bit of a spat, and one of my friends comes over, and she's one of my most difficult friends. I thought she was going to be the person that didn't love him, and then she fell in love with him more than me, and then I didn't have any backup when we get into spats at all. She's always taking his side. So she comes to me and she goes, and we were actually in Covington at the time, and she said, "What is wrong with you, girl?" And I said, "What?" He's just, "I can't today." And she said, "You two are the same person." And I looked at her like she was crazy. We are not, clearly we're not the same person. We're very different. And she said, "No, you're the same." And I looked at him, and we just I shared that with her, and he was like, "You know, we kind of are the same." I mean, if somebody who grew up on the west side, who went to Elder High School, whose family is very traditional, and I can be the same, then we are all the same.